You got some good eats out there, huh?
I do. I know you guys are going to want me to bring something back. So it's official. The unofficial start of summer is here, and we know you didn't get too much barbecuing done this weekend, so don't turn those grills off yet. We are here at the Whining Butcher in Ashburn, Virginia, where they make their meat unlike anybody else's. Everything that they sell here, we can't wait to show you everything, is all house made. Andrew Arguin, the owner here. So take us through kind of what the first step is with all your meats, because it's not like, you know, you get it done someplace else. Everything's here.
Absolutely. How are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. So the first thing we do is we use a particular cut of meat that comes from the underside, same area as the flank of the skirt that most people are used to. And the big thing that we do, this is how it comes in. So it's not a pretty piece of meat.
No,
right?
so
It's
let's
got
get
a
off
lot
of
of stuff on there that you're not going to want to, eat on it or whatever. So the first thing we do is we actually trim it nicely, right? So this is kind of what it would end up looking like after you end up trimming it. The next thing we do that's different than most people do is we actually tenderize it. So like many people or like your grandparents used to do is you used to kind of stab it with a fork to tenderize it.
Okay.
We don't actually do that.
Seems like it's labor
We actually have a piece of machine here that has 720 needles that does that automatically for us.
Thank goodness.
So we know that we're going to get it mechanically tenderized. And then after we do that, we cut it into tips. And the reason being is that it allows the marinade to get in a lot better, right? And obviously it's easier to kind of throw on the grill, right? And kind of cook them off, right? And then kind of, portion them out for everybody, right?
Now, who makes your marinades?
So we blend a lot of the marinades ourselves, right? Because like everything you're going to see, we want to make sure that it's our flavors that are coming out, right?
Can't get anywhere else.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Right?
Then what happens when you have all this soaked in marinade?
Yep. So after we get the tips done and everything else, we take these tips and we put them into what we call a vacuum tumbler.
Okay.
Right? And what it is, it's a steel drum. You put the tips in here. You put the marinade in here. You close it off this thing. Then you hook up this hose and you suck the air out.
Why is that?
And what that does is it basically expands the meat and allows the marinade to infuse into the meat. And then this whole drum rotates around. So it's like a natural tenderizing motion that adds to it. So what you end up getting is you end up getting a fully marinated piece of meat.
So you don't have to do anything when you go home.
Exactly.
That's
All
nice.
you have to do is just grab it, throw it right on the grill.
Can you also come over and grill it too? All right, now what do you do with all the tips that you take off?
So
like the trimmings.
Yeah. So the big thing is that the trim that we get from the meat that we showed you earlier, we take that and we also combine that with whole muscle meat in order to make our fresh ground burger. And that fresh ground burger is then made into the hamburger patties that people come in and love, and you can throw right on the grill as well too.
You make a really special hamburger patty with the seasoning too from the marinade, like the marinated one that you just did.
So this seasoning, this is called steakhouse seasoning. It's like a zesty Italian.
Yeah.
And it's so popular that we decided that we'd mix that same seasoning into the hamburger patties. And people end up having like steakhouse hamburger patties.
And then it looks like this. It depends on how well you want it done.
Yep.
Okay, so I was kidding before about you grilling it for us, but they do have an entire kitchen where you can get things pre-made here. Sit down, eat lunch, eat dinner, or you can take it to go with your whole family. So we'll be back here in a little bit. I gotta put a jacket on because it's freezing in this processing room. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Sounds good.